Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the Python tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial I will explain how to validate an email ID is valid or not using regular expression, which is regex, in Python. So let's start the tutorial. The command is py validate email.py, my file name.py, enter. Notice here it's prompting to enter the email ID. Now I am adding some charan1223 at gmail.com. When I click enter, notice it's a valid ID, email ID. Now I'll try again one more. If I enter underscore, which is also a valid email ID, I am adding underscore, enter. Notice it's a valid email ID.
If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates.
For this video tutorial, I am using Visual Studio Code. First, let's open our folder, which is the Python-tutorials. And here it is, our folder is added to the VS Explorer. Let me expand this folder. Now in this folder, I will create one new Python file called validate email.py. And here we got the newly created Python file is open. Now my aim is how to validate the email ID is valid or not using regex in Python. So our condition is, usually example I am giving, example charan123 at gmail.com. This is a valid email ID. Now I want to use this regular expression, this pattern. For that, first I require the email ID. I am declaring one variable is equals to input, enter the email ID, enter the email ID is equals to, then I want to print the email ID you have entered. Is email underscore ID. It's a, let's add F string format. So it will print here our the user entered the email ID here. Now after that, when we are dealing with regular expression, we need to import RE module. After that let's email pattern. I am declaring one variable is equals to or between single quotes in square brackets the expression I am adding, the regular expression. I want to allow capital letters A to Z and small letters A to Z and numbers also 0 to 9. This email contains alphanumeric and the special characters I am adding underscore hyphen only. If other than these special characters, if for example plus or dot in this part, it's an invalid email ID. Then plus @. Now here I am adding again A to Z and small letters A to Z. Sometimes the domain names contains the numbers also, so I am adding 0 to 9 plus dot, plus dot A to Z, capital letters A to Z and A minus Z, small letters, .com, no? .com or .in. So here the condition is I want to enter the characters between 2 and 9 only. For example, if the Gmail address .com instead of .com I am adding .in, it's valid. If the user enters something like X, only one character, it's invalid. If user enters some .com like that, it's also invalid. So it's not 9. Let's give 5 characters. So between 2 and 5 characters only it will access. Sometimes we get the government like that, no? So that's the reason I'm adding between 2 and 5. So now that's it. We have added the pattern. Now after that, the condition is if re.match method, this match method, I'm comparing both email pattern comma email ID. See the pattern. First we require the pattern, then string, colon, print. It's a valid email ID. I'm adding email. Let's add here f string format email underscore ID. This variable I want to print. Else part print. It's not a valid email ID. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. Now let's save this file. Save all. Now it's time to check. Go to terminal. Now let's check the final output of our application. How to validate the email ID is valid or not using Regex. The command is py validate email.py. My file name.py, enter. Notice here it's prompting to enter the email ID. Now I'm adding some charan1223@gmail.com. When I click enter, notice it's a valid ID, email ID. Now I'll try again one more. If I enter underscore, which is also a valid email ID, I'm adding underscore, enter. Notice it's a valid email ID because in our regular expression pattern, I want to allow the special characters underscore and plus. If I enter some plus here, suppose plus, and something wrong here, when I click enter, notice it's not a valid email ID. So that's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained how to enter the valid email ID. It's a valid email ID in Python using Regex functionality. That's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained how to validate an email ID is valid or not using Regex pattern, regular expression pattern in Python. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.